team is out on the field. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. On the run, he'll let it go. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive battle. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Gators come to the line in a hurry-up. He's going to hand this off. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
Over.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Quick throw to the left side. He's got it for a big gain. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air. The Dogs are in the red zone. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. The drive stays alive with that completion for a 1st down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel? Back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. And they tack on the extra point. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Single back takes the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Breaks loose at the 40. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And the Bulldogs hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. With the sack on first down, it's second down.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Fowler. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion, a third down play coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. On the move, looking deep. That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just...
He's got some open field ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Gators. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing, doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Oh, almost intercepted again. Had a chance for his second. They couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be second down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Florida, on the scoop and score. And now the try here for the extra point. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he fields it inside the 15. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last two possessions. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
The extra point was good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And he's got his man open downfield. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the football. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. Man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Finding space at the 20. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
And the Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's 3rd down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Caught near the goal line. He's into the end zone, but there is a marker on the play. Let's check that out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down in the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up in the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
14.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage, but he should have left the ball in the end zone. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. On the run here. Lets it go. Here's the target, and it's complete. And he's brought down there. Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's on the run. Launches deep. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Touchdown, Florida. Wow, what a play. A defensive score.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Catch made on the right side. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. He'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum. And a chance at a big play.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. This one is incomplete, right in the back corner of the end zone.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
Automatic in the PAT. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Looks like one more play here before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag on the field. This might be coming back. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly.
Trying an onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They stop them after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield. Critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Third down, out of the shotgun. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Catch made, wide open, way downfield. Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far. Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Is back out on the field. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. Play action here on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So 2nd down after the incompletion.
Here we go.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Handoff to the right side. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Once you can establish the run game, the play action is so effective. Those linebackers' eyes get caught up on the run. You pull the ball, and you've got open targets behind him. It's a great example of using the run game to set up your play action.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Touchdown, Florida. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Now, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Going for a big play downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover.
Touchdown, Gators. And the route is on.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs. Still no answer for this offense. That's another strike to his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And he knocks it right through. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
Georgia 28.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. The Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him for a 2-yard lead, which will bring up fourth down. And the coach has made the call, needing to extend this drive. The offense is out there to go for it. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch is made way down inside the 30. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and the reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Hand off to the back. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. And And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Georgia offense is back out on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an eviscerate. And here comes a deep shot. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive. And
here's another interception. We're losing track. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Gives it to the back. Runs through the defender. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And in the final minute now, quarterback will take a knee.
Well, this is what you hope for. Have a chance to just take a knee in this game and advance in the playoff.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. And he drops back in the gun. And he's brought down. A sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off.
And looking for a big play here. And the catch is made way downfield. That's a big game, but they couldn't use that when this football game was still in doubt. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This quarterback on fire today.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Point after, up and good. I believe they can line up here and go for the onside kick. It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense will just take a knee. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance balance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit. Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
First down, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really quick again, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Receiver in motion now. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Boy, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
Here's the second down play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss.
The running back.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Strong game by this quarterback. Might have to try the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the score. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? First play of the drive, they look to the right. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. Defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
That's an important first down on that running play. Short throw complete to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 45. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down to the 27-yard line.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. drop back here on third down. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down.
Now the defense plays it pretty well. Force the quarterback to make the throw in front of you as a defense. Then you square up and make the tackle. Force them to do something special after the catch. That tactic works here. Now we've got a fourth down.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score.
Just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Makes a quick catch.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. The ball is loose. And the defense jumps on the football.
Boy, the defense showing their team speed on that play, flying around that receiver. He made the catch, but he didn't do a good job of securing the football, and the ball comes out.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. and the defense make adjustments.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Willingham. Tackle, but first down.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength, and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
You're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Or it's snapped to the back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Fires it on the move. Who makes the grab? That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Makes the grab. It's Lacy.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Looking to throw again. Snags the quick throw. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Folks, we hope you're enjoying this. The national championship game is all tied up. Buckle up now for the finish.
Man, this is everything you could hope for on this biggest stage in a national championship. Both these teams bringing their A game. I can't wait to sit back and see who wins.
team on the field getting set now. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. And the Gators offense retakes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. They'll ride the back again here. And they've got him. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. And the Gators looking to run some tempo here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And completion makes it second and short. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Good enough for first down yardage. The Gators come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short connection to the tight end here. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Second down, we're going to throw it. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First down here for this offense. They'll run it here. Big spin on the run. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Linebacker shifting around now. And that one's straight down the middle. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Return of 1 down. Sets up the next drive. And the Florida offense retakes the field. first and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the defense joins the party with a pick six. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. That's a strong stiff arm. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Chris, I'll be honest, man. I thought on 4th down and 1, they might be just trying to draw the defense off sides, but they caught me and probably the defense by surprise as well, especially on their own side of the field. Gutsy play call right there to keep this drive alive.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Fires this one deep middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Soccer with a strong tackle there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down mark.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a
zone. Direct snap to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the extra point makes the lead 11, 28-17. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped. So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a 3-point lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. The Wolverines come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. And he'll go down after a solid gain, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to run for the first down. The Wolverines look to keep this drive moving.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. Got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
And the Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Running out of time in the pocket. Grab down the middle. It's Lacy. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
How about that play call here, Chris? I mean, I'm thinking they're going to run the football and continue to work this clock. This gives you an idea how much confidence they have in their passing game and this quarterback being able to throw the football with the lead in the fourth quarter, completion, and you're able to keep that clock moving.
And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Chris, this is situational football. This is really where the great coaches separate themselves, because in these kind of situations, this is where you want to be able to score and kill the clock. Some teams do it better than others, and that's primarily coaching and execution and preparation. It'll be interesting to see how this offense navigates this spot of the field.
2nd and goal for the offense. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
25.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida offense retakes the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunky play. The Gators will crank up the tempo.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy could not miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Tight end makes the grab. They bring it down, but the game sets up the offense first and goal from the 10. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finding enough space for a solid gain before the stop.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. A
touchdown, Florida. This offense really clicking. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. Physical run breaking tackles. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a 3-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Will he score here? Will he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line?
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved.
Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's stopped short. The 2-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. From inside the 15-yard line and bringing it out. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they start the drive. Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Looking for the wideout. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback making some changes at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27. And the Gators come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back. Getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
And this time it's complete. It's a quick tackle, but a solid gain moves the ball to the 15-yard line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's second down. looking for an open man. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Out of the gun now on third down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. This offense is still clicking. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT is good, but still trail, though. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. The tackle is made, and now it's official. We have our national champions. They're the last team standing in the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Michigan Wolverines.